Hi, Dr. Simeon Roger here. And perhaps you've heard of a concept called the path of least resistance. Path of least resistance. Good chance you've been on it for a good part of your life. I certainly was. What did I do? I did what most people did. When I went through the educational system, I followed what I was good at, what I was interested in, and things kind of fell into place. Now, that's maybe not such a bad way to go for a lot of people, but I found it had one enormous downside that I did not suspect. And I didn't suspect it until I got into business about 20 years ago. And what happened was I was out of my comfort zone for perhaps the first time. Seriously out of my comfort zone. And what I didn't realize is that I had built-in coping mechanisms, but very poor, ineffective coping mechanisms for at times when that would happen. So in other words, what I did, and I discovered I'd done this in retrospect, I discovered I'd done this all the way through the educational system. Whenever I ran into something that was out of my comfort zone, that was actually a real challenge to me, I would retreat. Yeah, I would retreat. I would find a way to get around it, give up. I was kind of like Linus in the old Peanuts comic strip. There was I remember a comic strip with him where he basically is there holding his blanket and saying, I have never seen a problem so big or complicated that I can't run away from it. Well, life isn't like that. So I discovered that I was a very weak person. I had conditioned myself to be really weak. And that's pretty bizarre because people who knew me would say, well, you're the most disciplined person I've ever met. Okay, well, that discipline isn't doing me much good because I have this built-in mechanism that is trying to follow the path of least resistance. Now, as we all know, the path of least resistance is what's in your comfort zone. And what's in your comfort zone is nothing but lost opportunity and regret. Everything you want, and we all know this as business people, everything we're trying to do, we're trying to build, for the most part, is outside our comfort zone. And we have to challenge ourselves and be able to move through challenges and not try to get around them. Right? And that's the essence, really, of self-leadership, of resilience and mental toughness, of all of this, of becoming extremely personally effective. And blessed are those, really, who discover that they are the problem. They have problems like this that have to be overcome. The problem is not your business model. It is not your company. The problem is you. And for a limited time, you can get our Extreme Personal Effectiveness Roadmap for free and go play with it, dive in. It's pretty extensive. You'll have fun with it, and I'll put a link to it in the description, or how to get it, or I'll figure it out somehow, so you can get a hold of that. But ask yourself this: are you in your comfort zone? Big problem if you are, right? And how to break out. I'm Dr. Simeon Roger. We'll see you next time.